All right, so in this video, I'm going to teach you a skill that a lot of people don't know how to do inside Clay that can bring your outreach 10 times more results. And that's simply scraping jobs on LinkedIn, being able to find who the decision maker is, and then creating customized outreach. So you can see here, just getting right into it, by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to be able to find the jobs, be able to create the jobs table that's going to be able to take every decision maker and then separate it into each row. It's going to give you the decision maker where you can enrich their email and their phone number and then be able to direct it right into your sending tool like SmartLead. So let's get right into it. So for lead generation business, this is exactly what I want to look for. I want to see who's hiring for a lead generation, who needs leads. So there's demand planning manager, SDR, sales development, BDR, business development, any kind of go-to-market, growth marketing, cold email, lead gen, business development, anything that fits within what services I can provide to a company. So these are the people that they're hiring for. These are the job titles that these companies are looking for. Now, how can I personalize this a bit more? I do B2B leads, so want to put B2B here, as well as being able to put it in for the United States, and then any kind of particular employment types. Maybe you can convince someone that's full-time, they're looking for a full-time role to be able to put it into a contract or 1099 for a business like mine, as well as being able to have part-time and particularly contract. These are the kinds of people that I want to be reaching out to on these different levels. Now you can replace a number of people on entry level within what I do for lead generation, or associate, mid-senior level, director could be more of the intense ABM as well as campaigns for cold emails. Many different options here, but we're really going to reach out to all of these people with what we find as a direct need. This is an intent signal that's proving to me that they need leads and we can provide that. So we're able to understand that every contact or every company here has a need for our service. So this is exactly why this separates you from 10, 20, 30 times the amount of different people that are running your type of business or just looking for the exact type of leads that you are, is because you're finding people that are actively wish to find you. So going here even further, the posting date, I like to do within the last 90 days because you're not taking people from 200 days that just forgot to take the job post down. 90 days is a pretty reasonable amount. You can go less. This is really just what I want to do to maximize the amount of people. And then the limit results. Now you can go to specific companies that you're looking for as well. And just be able to filter out this. Maybe it's a table of companies that you already have. Now, this is a campaign that I've talked to a lot of experts on that everyone says you should be having this as a evergreen campaign, which really means that you can always run this campaign. You can always refresh who posted for jobs in the last 90 days and always be able to just reach out to these companies constantly. This is not a campaign that's just going to get old. There's going to be some companies that go outside of the 90 days posting. There's going to be new companies that post for these kinds of positions. That's how you can maximize your leverage for finding the exact buyer intent. So from here, we see that there's 3,600 results. So what we'd want to do is we want to continue and then either add new results to a table or replace the existing. Now, in terms of what I have here, I have built out my table as well. So you can see here that we have exactly what we're looking for. Finding jobs, the company name. This is everything that's enriched from the last table that we built out. Now, this doesn't even cost Clay credits. So keep that in mind that you're not even wasting Clay credits up to this point. Now, what you want to do for being able to further enrich is going here to find their LinkedIn. You have the job URL. Now you need to find the company LinkedIn page, which this is going to give you the company LinkedIn. And then here you're going to have that. Now, something to note is I run it from a BlitzAPI key. So if you want to know the exact things to map out finding the LinkedIn, finding the decision maker, and then enriching emails and mobile numbers, comment below and I'll make either a video on it or you can directly ask me and I can try to just fill in the information in the comments. So if you have that interest, feel free to ask there. So first thing is finding the LinkedIn company domain and then finding the decision maker. Once you find the decision maker, you'll be able to see how many you found throughout. I can go here, I can see there's 2 results. You can even see from here, there are 0 results for here, and then being able to run this for the entire table. Now, the issue that a lot of people have that I was struggling with was I now have 2 contacts in this one row, but I don't know how to be able to set that up in the way where I can have 1 contact per row that's going to give all of the company information. That is when we want to use this, which is sending the data to another table. So then what that looks like is this third section. Third section is going to basically be the exact same thing, but then create the same company with the decision makers. So you'll be able to see here that it's separated all the decision makers, found the email based on the script that I was running to find the email, and then really was able to then build out exactly what we're able to do. This is just an endpoint for using a BlitzAPI key, and then we were able to then add the leads to the campaign. So this is simply really the method and the type of table that you want to be able to build out to be able to A, find exactly who's posting jobs, B, find the decision makers, and then C, separate a decision maker to every row and then add it to a smart lead campaign. Could be smart lead, instant lead, plus vibe, you name it. Whatever works for you for your sending tool. And then you can be able to even find more enriched data or exactly when they posted this job or why they're posting this job. You can send in further enrichments, which of course would cost credits unless you have an API key. So this is really the 3-step process that's going to show you how you're finding your jobs, how you're creating that to define the decision makers, and then how you're separating them out to be ready for an outbound campaign. This is a campaign that I think every company should be running right now because you find incredibly active intent among your prospects, among your ICP that are actively looking for your solution. So really recommend this. If you're starting a lead gen agency, I highly recommend you doing this. And if you were looking more into following a step-by-step program that's going to teach you how to run your own cold email agency, make a full-time salary just by running your own type of business, I have a link below. You can be able to check out how I'm able to help walk you through exactly what you have to do to set up your cold email lead gen agency and will help you run your first campaign. So feel free to check that out below. If you want to learn more, check out the other videos as well. And thank you for listening.